Hello my viewer, and thank you very much for joining me once again. This is KURAYETU TV, and as always, my name is Daniel Lovio. And on this episode, I want us to discuss about the state of our country as well as our leaders that we are ready to choose come August polls. Recently, we have realized that during the electioneering period, even for the past general elections that have been held in Kenya, we have found that the presidential aspirants, they go outside the country. But our main question is, do they go there for the interest of the people of Kenya, or rather do they go there to bring investment in our country, or maybe persuade some of the greatest businessmen to invest in our country? So in the recent past in Kenya right now, we have only two horses. That is well-known our Deputy President William Ruto, as well as the leader of opposition, commonly known the ODM party leader Raila Odinga. And when the Deputy President went to the UK, when they held a press conference, he stated a lot of things, and when he was asked some of the questions, he pointed out some few issues that affect our country as a nation, and he said that when he will be voted in as the next president of Kenya, he's going to outlook some of the things that need to be sorted out in our country. Talk about the health sector, talk about security, talk about infrastructure and development and all other things. But again, there is a certain thing, maybe there was a certain question that he was asked about corruption, because corruption, it has become the talk of the day, and that is the only route that Kenyans are going to fight, and that is the only escape route when a leader gets into power and he fights corruption in this country. I believe that development will be there. I believe that job employment will also be there. I believe even the economy will be stable. But again, recently we have found that our president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, said that Kenya is almost losing 25 billion each day. And that is the same question that our deputy president was asked. And he said that during his second term, when they were ushered in as leaders of this country, his second term of service, he was not involved in any movement. That's why even also he stated that even for the choosing or maybe election of cabinet secretaries, he was not there when they were nominated. He was not there. He was not involved at all. He also said that Uhuru Kenyatta did not involve him in the second term of service, simply because Uhuru Kenyatta said that in this second term of service, he will be doing what? He wants to leave a legacy. Therefore, he used to follow orders. But again, even if you are following orders, what did you do to ensure that our country still stabilizes in the part of the economy? Again, you want to vie for the presidential seat, and then what is the uniqueness of going outside to state the problems of our country instead of being in this country and express and tell Kenyans that on the ground, this is how things are supposed to be? So you as my viewer, you as a Kenyan, what's your take? What do you think? That is it beneficial? Is it bringing kind of praise when these leaders go outside and go and express the problems that our country has, instead of being with us, coming closer to us, listen to our cries, and then act upon them? What act do you think that they should do? Where do you think that they have gone wrong? So again, the ODM party leader Raila Odinga, he was still on the press, and what he said that during his rule, when they teamed up with the president and they formed the coalition between Jubilee and Azimio la Umoja, he said that he's going to bring changes. And after he has dealt and has also closed all the loopholes of corruption, that's why he's going to generate the 6,000 to give the common mwananchi. Yet he has been into leadership all that time. So does it mean that when a leader gets into power, he will be able to outlook and lay down strategies and find where there are corruption loopholes and do away with it? Yes, he was involved in the handshake. Indeed, it's true. He has been there to give support. He has been there to give advices. And he knew people who are corrupt in the government. He would have stated that earlier. These people get arrested, and then we just clean up the whole idea of talking about corruption in this country. But he's still in the government. I'm not criticizing anyone. But again, are these the same leaders that we are going to trust this time around? That once they get into power, they are going to fight corruption? They have been in the government system. They have been existing there. And the same people who are saying that corruption they are going to fight. So what's your take as a Kenyan? Do you think that we need to revive another generation of leaders? Do you think that we need to revive other new leaders who are going to stand with this country, fight corruption, and have an independent country where we can stabilize the economy so that we can avoid the whole issue talking about corruption? Do you see the need of these political leaders going in the UK? Do you think that whatever they say, or maybe whatever they talk about our country, has an impact to you as a common mwananchi? It's a question to ask ourselves. When these leaders go outside the country and express the problem that we Kenyans face, will the people who are living outside our country come from their offices, come out of their countries to come and help us as Kenyans in order to curb corruptions? Do you think that it is necessary for even these leaders to go outside and hold conferences there, spend a lot of time, spend a lot of money? Yet we Kenyans, some of our parts, some of us are suffering. Therefore, it's very important to understand where we are heading to as a country, the visions that we have. Since we celebrated our independence, corruption is not something that we should be talking about right now. So many countries have already fought and forgot about it. But what is the key? What is holding us back? Are they our leaders? Let's get the right leaders. Let's get people with visions. Let's get the right people who are going to lead this country and achieve what the common mwananchi wants. Anyway, I've been your host, Daniel Lovi. Thank you. And on the comment section, kindly give us your views and tell us, do you think that it is necessary for all presidential aspirants, more especially when we are nearing towards the election, do you think that it is necessary for them to go abroad and express our problems to other people, whereas the people who are supposed to vote for them are in this country? I've been your host, Daniel Lovi. Make sure that you don't forget to share, like, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.